thought I was going to the let's get ready page.
Shoot.
Is it too big?
It doesn't fit.
It's too big. It doesn't fit.
Damn. My new phone. iPhone 15 Pro Max is a struggle.
Hey, everybody.
So, okay.
Are you live now?
No, not yet.
Here, let me put this on your boobies.
Mic me, baby. Why does yours look so dark all the time? Does it look that dark on your YouTube?
No.
I feel like we're in the shadows. Look at how bright mine is.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Oh, I didn't even do the teaser this time.
You didn't do a teaser? You're such a tease. So we're a little late today because I had an interview that I did with Coach Steven. I'm not even on yours? Hi, everybody. If we sit back, how's it?
Yeah,
how's that framing if we sit back?
Sit back.
It's all about the framing.
The calves and the hammies in the shot. Oh, I guess I could pull this closer.
We should probably move to the other side of the couch. We have this dip in this couch. Is it time for a new couch?
No.
No? Okay.
Do you want to move over that way?
No, we're good. That would be too much,
Too much moving?
too much moving, yeah.
Too much trying to settle at the beginning of the live when we didn't wait to turn on the live?
I didn't know I was turning on the live. I thought I was, yeah, whatever. Good morning,
Good
Bubbles.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh,
It's
no,
not afternoon yet.
yet.
We got 30 minutes.
We're doing this a little later than usual, a lot later than usual.
Yeah, it's not coffee for me because I already had my coffee for the day. She just got hers.
Refreshed my...
I was thinking about doing a second cup, but I decided not to. Speaking of which, I am now drinking coffee again.
Ah, yes, I come home. I come back down from my morning walk yesterday, and I was like, something's different.
Something's different.
Somebody has made coffee.
Coffee, yeah.
So he's back in the coffee. I have not yet stopped drinking my coffee. I'm doing about half calf. I'm doing half decaf, half regular. I have gotten rid of all the flavored coffees.
Yeah, you're doing my coffee now.
Yeah.
You're doing real coffee now.
Coffee without flavors.
Yeah, so I got my blood work back this week. I guess it's Saturday. So earlier this week, I got my blood work back from a test that I did a couple weeks ago. All my numbers look good. My testosterone is about the same. It was actually a little bit lower, not a lot, but a little bit lower. So even though it's been almost 2 months, I would say, that I have been doing coffee. Has it been a month, almost 2 months? I forget when I started.
I forget too. It was January, right?
At least it might have been January. Yeah, it might have been January. So a little over a month of no coffee. It didn't seem to impact my testosterone at all. So I figured, okay.
And you know what's interesting? I saw somebody mentioning a study the other day that was inconclusive about that. Coffee. Some studies showing that coffee actually increased testosterone.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think
does that mean I should have 3 cups a day?
I don't think they were causative.
3 cups a day now.
I don't think they were truly causative.
I would be unbearable if I was drinking 3 cups of coffee a day.
I can't even imagine you that stimulated. Too much caffeine. There may be a little excess innuendo on today's call, by the way.
Oh my God.
Chat. It's not a call.
Chat. Call,
hi, ladies.
Whatever.
I got Maria and Mary Grace on, Mary Helton. I got Amir. I got Miller. I got Dana's on. Renee.
Juliana's on.
Nice.
Juliana's meal. She's grabbing groceries for meal prep. She's
Happy Saturday, fam.
So what was I going to say? I was going to say
about your coffee.
Oh, the other reason. So twofold. 2 reasons why I'm back on coffee. One, I didn't notice it did anything really with my testosterone. My testosterone didn't seem to change, go up, not having it. That was the main thing I wanted to test. So I'm back on. Number 2, the substitution that I had for coffee was coffee flavored Equip, which I liked. It was the only alternative to coffee that I actually enjoyed and could maintain my routine. Like I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything routine-wise, whatever, by having the coffee flavored equip. Here's the difference. $65 a bag versus an entire bag of unground coffee beans for what, $8? $10,
no,
$15?
that massive bag at
Yeah.
Costco.
How much was that, 20
probably
bucks?
20 or 30.
Right. So
But I mean, that
lasts for
a very long
weeks and
time.
weeks and weeks.
And fresh coffee beans, and we
Right.
grind them ourselves.
So the cost perspective of having the alternative versus the real thing was also an impact.
And
too.
you know, something I was going to mention to you that I didn't is that, you know, I'm reading the GAPS diet book right now, and GAPS is all about healing your gut. And they actually on the protocol, they have multiple phases of the protocol, but on the protocol, they allow, or she allows, weak coffee, freshly ground, freshly brewed,
Yep.
not instant.
Right.
And so instant coffee, I mean, coffee, we already have to worry about potential mold and things.
And bugs.
So the fresher
Roaches.
you can get it, and the whole bean is going to be the best option, and then grinding it right before you brew it rather than the instant. So just something else to think about, because that's what was in the equip, was an instant freeze-dried coffee. I think it was a freeze-dried was the type.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today? What's going on with you guys today?
Well, you just got off a interview with the UK carnivore, Stephen.
The UK carnivore. Did you know there's multiple UK carnivores?
I did.
He is the UK carnivore.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I was looking him up. I was like, wait a second, that's not Steven. Yeah.
And I just spoke with him a couple days ago and had an awesome chat.
So we both have interviews with him coming out in the next, this month. It's February, right?
Shout out to him because he just hit a milestone. Is that
750,000 views? I think so.
750,000 views. So
Yeah.
going toward 1 million. Go,
That's awesome.
Steven.
So yeah. So what did you guys talk about?
My story, of course. It kind of just flowed from kind of the beginning of my how did I get into nutrition, start changing my nutrition through all the different stages. Of course, with me, it always gets a little deep into the emotional side of things.
No, really?
But then again, that's because whenever I talk about the beginning of my journey, it started with inner healing, emotional, mental healing before even the physical. And the physical stuff, me wanting to take care of my nutrition came from wanting to take care of myself, because I had gotten out of a bad relationship, toxic situation. Mentally, I was in a difficult place and trying to find myself again. And that's where my whole journey began. And then it was kind of one thing led to the other. The more I learned about food and how it impacts my body and processed food. So it started with just getting rid of the processed food, the junk food, basically going clean, whatever you would call that. A lot of people have different definitions of what clean eating is, but that was kind of the first step. And then that led to removing grains, and that led to paleo, and that led to keto, and that led to carnivore. So of course, we talked a little bit about you and how we met and how you were the tipping point that actually pushed me over
Just
the
the tip?
edge. Just the tip. So dull. It's going to be a lot of innuendo on this one.
This is going to be a short chat today.
Somebody's got something on his mind.
Yeah, just the tip. I like that. So I was the tipping point. Okay, let's talk about me. How was I the tipping point, and what was I the tipping point for?
For carnivore.
Oh, for carnivore. That's it.
So many more things.
Okay, well, have you told everybody how we met?
I was about to say we should tell them how we met in case they don't know, because
Like we
I don't
have
know who
talked
knows
about
and who
it. We have
doesn't
talked
know.
about it before, right?
We talked about it when we had our podcast, but it's been quite a while since we've shared that story.
Okay. Because the biggest thing. I'm trying to think about what I can say.
You can say whatever you'd like to say.
The biggest thing that I remember from when we met was the first conversation in my hotel room.
It's not what y'all think. At least it wasn't yet.
It wasn't. Because we met, you were
met at a
in the
conference,
booth, you
keto
were in your
conference.
booth,
In Vegas, by
and
the way.
I
so
felt like I needed to rescue you.
not everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So we both took a risk going out there. We should mention that. We took a risk going
Neither
out
of us were
there.
supposed. Neither of us planned on really being there.
Right. It was like the last 2 weeks before the event, we both decided to go out there. We didn't know each other. I didn't know. I had never been to a keto conference before. I'd only ever been to Paleo FX. Isn't it funny how my video does that whenever you do a
Well, someone likes it.
no, it's when it thinks I'm doing a thumbs up.
What?
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
I think it's the iPhone. It's the new iPhone. It's doing that on my Zoom too.
Hold on. It's not doing it now.
It stopped. Oh, there it goes.
What the hell?
Maybe it just knows me. You don't get one. Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Just takes a little
That
while.
is crazy.
Yeah, I've been on client calls and doing something. It's doing it on my laptop too.
That's
Because
must
when
be
I'm
an
on
Apple.
there for Zoom.
What does that do for the? Does it go on the video?
I think so. They can see that, right? Y'all can see the thumbs up when
little-
we do it, right?
the little bubble?
Tell me if y'all can see
Bubble,
this.
bubble,
Can
bubble.
you see that bubble?
That's interesting. Okay.
It's too funny. I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about the conference. We weren't
Oh, the
planning on
conference.
going. We ended up both going. You didn't
went-
know anybody.
This was 2021. It was the first time they did a conference again
Yeah.
after the pandemic. I had only ever been to Paleo FX a couple of times in 2016 and 2019, which ironically we've talked about. We were both
We were both
there.
at the
16 one?
yeah, it might have been 16. I thought it was 18.
19. 19? Wait,
I thought it was 18.
18.
I thought it was 18. We were both at 18.
We were both at 18.
Not
And we-
together.
And we didn't know each other. Yeah, we probably interacted in some way there and didn't even know it. Who knew? Who knew? So, in Vegas, I had a booth at the event, and
I needed to rescue you
tell them why.
because she would looked lost and
He
out
felt
of
the need
place.
to rescue me.
Because that ass did not belong at that conference.
So I had
And I needed to make it feel at home and welcomed.
This was my first time putting the Keto Bikini Body brand out there. I had never done anything with the brand before. I literally created the brand, the images, the logo right before I went out there. Because I'd been coaching, but I hadn't been putting it, I hadn't put it on my,
You put it out there.
I didn't have a YouTube or anything
You
yet.
put it out there.
So I got banners and printed, and I had a video of
One of her
my
stage.
stage. It was a compilation of my stage, or no, my last
Your last
2020
show.
show.
Yeah.
So I was wearing these high red heels and
High heels and a bikini, walking
a
on stage,
red
strutting her
leopard
stuff.
bikini. And
Big screen up on the top of above her booth, keto bikini thing up there, and I was walking by going, "What in?
was
Does
like,
she know where she is?"
who is this, and why is she here?
Yeah. And I just wanted to welcome her as another fitness person in the space because there's so few fitness people in the space. I felt like
Right.
I wanted to welcome her to the community, see if she needed to meet anybody.
Well,
wanted to
that's exactly.
network.
I should say.
And that really was. I mean, obviously there was definitely like a whoa factor, but
And he did
it was
exactly that, though. He introduced me to literally everyone he knew there, and that spoke volumes to me. That just made me feel like you wanted me to be successful. You wanted to help me get connected, and you believed in me. Like, we just met, and you believed so much just from those first couple of conversations about my credentials and my background and what I was doing. It was like you could see the potential of what I was trying to create way before I really took many steps at all
Well,
to actually do
any
of that.
steps. Well, you were there, so we can't say any steps, right? You took that step to be there.
That was it. Because
Yeah.
before that, it was
Yeah.
just, I was doing my thing with my handful of clients privately, and I had not put any content out online yet, besides my Instagram.
Right.
Which was really, if you all follow me here on Instagram, it's my athlete page.
Right.
It was really more about me as an athlete than a coach,
Anything
even at
else.
that point in time.
And this leads us to her asking to come to my room. I don't know why. before
No,
we went out to dinner.
I
There
did
was a
not
party.
ask.
You were like, can we go sit down in your room and just have some
No,
quiet
he
time?
lured me there with keto bread.
Oh, that's right, Keto Brick. I forgot about
'Cause I
Keto Brick.
never had
shout out
Keto
to
Brick.
shout out to Rob. Thank you very much for having that
Shout out
product.
to Keto Savage, Keto Brick.
Without Keto Brick, this could never have happened.
I think you would have found a way.
I
to
would have
make it
found another
happen.
way. Yeah,
But I had never tried it, so he was like, I have a whole bunch of keto
I had
bricks
a
in my
whole
room.
bunch in my room.
Lured me in with the candy.
Literally, went some candy, little girl. That's literally what I did. Wow. I'm not a creeper. 11
He is
years
11
older than
years
you.
older than me. So
Oh, that sounds
there's
so
that.
bad.
When
That sounds so bad. Oh
when
my
you
God.
were 20, I was
Don't even.
I
You were
was
9.
years old.
Don't even. Oh, that sounds so bad. Oh my God. Want some candy,
that's
little girl?
terrible.
That is literally what I did.
But that's what started it
Oh
all.
my God.
And the funniest though was when Judith came to
Wow.
the room because
Oh yeah. So keto for the soul. So we were in the room. First of all, we were in the room having some deep conversation, which we'll talk about.
just like we do here, right? It starts out light.
This was day one, like within hours
and
of us
then
meeting each other.
We went into all the business stuff.
We were in there for like 2 hours just talking
We were
about
strategizing business.
everything,
We were
yeah.
talking about everything. Yeah.
And in the middle of all of that, sitting in my room, I was sitting in a chair. I think you were standing, like leaning up against. No, you were on the couch. I was in a chair.
Yep.
You were on the couch across the table. And then Judith, Keto for the Soul, had dropped some stuff off because when they got there, their room wasn't ready yet or something like that. So she had asked if she could put her bags in my room. And we're sitting there talking and get this knock on the door. And she comes in. She was so mortified, embarrassed, like she was interrupting.
Like she interrupted something.
Like something that might, like she was like interrupting an intimate moment or something. And it was like, hey, grab the stuff,
Hey,
whatever,
no,
no
we're
big deal.
cool. Yeah.
It was so funny. It was so funny. She apologized to me later. She's like, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm like, nah, it's cool. We were just
funny.
talking.
No, but the other thing that happened while we were in the room, because this was at the end of the first conference day, and there was an event. There was a cocktail party
Right.
on the rooftop.
Yeah. That we
And-
never made it. We made it to, but everyone was gone.
Yeah, we didn't make it while the event was happening because we were still chit-chatting in the room like an hour later. And really, it was come try the keto brick, and then we were both going to change and then go up to the rooftop. And you asked me,
Before we left, I figured I'd go in and change real quick.
yeah.
And then go ahead.
And then he asked me which shoes he should wear that would match best with the shirt he was wearing or the outfit.
Yeah, I thought it was the pants. Was it the pants? Did these pants?
It was the pants
It
or
was
the
the shoes,
shoes.
something like that. Yeah.
And he was like, and then he made a comment, did I just ask you about my wardrobe? Does this mean we're more than friends?
I think I said, was this a girlfriend question? I think what I asked.
That was the first thing that kind of planted a seed of like, there might be more than just a business
Planted a
friendship
seed.
relationship here.
That was when I think I was like, wait, I might be flirting with her. Hold on a second. Like, because I didn't think about it. Like, that just came out. Like, it wasn't even a conscious.
Really, our conversations were not flirtatious
No.
before that. It was really just more the way we vibe on the
Everything.
things that we're passionate about.
Yeah.
And then when we went upstairs and everybody was gone, we were like, okay, we're both hungry. We were gonna meet up with Goody, Logan later that night for the thing that
Did we even
Coach
do
was
that?
doing. We did.
That was the
Yeah.
concert, Little John.
Shout out to Goody Beats.
Little John.
Yeah, they were doing a thing at one of the clubs, and we were like, that was gonna be later. And neither of us had eaten because we went to the party late. So we were like, well, let's
We had
just
Keto Brick.
We did have keto break. We had keto break. So then we decided to go to did we go to the actual
We went upstairs.
casino
We went to the
where
thing.
the event was being held? Because we had dinner at that casino. So we
Right.
could just hop on
So
over
we could just
and meet up with them
walk down the other
afterwards.
side, yeah.
Yeah. So we went to dinner, and that's when the conversation started turning
To
to
more
personal
stuff. And then that's where she assaulted me.
But before that, he laid all the cards on the table.
Yeah, what was I thinking?
He just put all his dirty laundry out there.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I know what you were thinking. He was in a place where you were so over the bullshit
Yeah.
with dating and playing the game that you were like, look, Here's all of it. If you want to sign up for this, that's on you. But yeah,
Here it is. Have a blast.
here's all the dirt.
Again, I wasn't thinking back on that whole interaction. We were at dinner. I'm going to eat your calves. Looking back at dinner and that conversation, like, I don't remember consciously having a goal. Like, where do I want this conversation to go? It was like literally I was caught up in a wave, and it was just like tumble, 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 tumble. Hey, I just said that. Okay, I guess that's out now. Like, whatever. Like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we paid her bill, got up, you went to the bathroom, I went to the bathroom, I was waiting out in the hall, and she came running out of the bathroom down the hall and just jumped on me.
I love it when you tell this
That's
story.
what happened.
This is the man's version of.
I was standing there waiting, looking at my watch, like, what's taking her so long? And I looked up and she's like, full sprint. In high heels.
I sauntered over to him.
Sauntered, you
In
slid.
heels. I did.
You slid.
I did. It was very sweet.
And the look on your face was like, if you don't kiss me right now.
It was
If you don't kiss me right now, then this whole evening was a bust.
I think I may have even put my hand like right here.
Did you?
Something like that.
Well, after I started pulling you in, I admit I pulled her in.
He did what you.
I may have put my hand around the back of her neck, and
If you don't do this on the first date, man, you are leaving something on the table, and it will sit in the back of that woman's mind.
not always just because it's the first date, though. You gotta read the room. You gotta read the room.
Right, the
You gotta
chemistry
read the
was
room.
definitely there.
If you do that to somebody and they don't, that's a whole other thing.
I did give you the signal that I wanted you to kiss me, and he did.
Yeah. You two are okay. What'd she say? You two are too cut. Oh, too cute. There's an E
Too
under the heart.
cute.
So we made out a little bit,
And then I kicked him out of my room.
and then we went to see Lil Jon at the club.
Oh, we did. Wait, was that the same night?
I think it was the same night. It might have been the next night. I think it was the same night.
Was it? Yeah, I think it was the same night.
it was the same night.
Yeah. Yeah, we went and saw Lil Jon. We both were exhausted by like 1 a.m. Everybody else was still going, and we were like,
Well, because they were drunk. We were not drinking.
yeah, that's right.
We're
not drinking.
And then so we were like,
We
peace out.
were not club goers.
Yeah, I hadn't been to the club. That was the first time I've been to a club in years.
Same. He got to see me do a little salsa.
On my lap. I still have that video.
That's right, you were taking a video. He got to see my Shakira hips.
Yep. Shakira, hips don't lie.
So-
anywho, that's how we met. And here we are now 2.5 years, almost 2.5 years
Yeah.
later. We were talking about this the other day, that the travel that we've done, the things that we've done,
It feels
the amount
like,
of time that we
it feels
spend
like
together,
20 years.
like it feels like we've been together forever. And at the same time, it's like it's 2.5 years. That's it. Like what? You know?
You know, we've moved twice together.
Right. You've moved 3 times.
moved 3
We've moved
times.
twice.
I moved in within 3 months after we met. Would have been sooner if you had your way. He was like, so when are you going to move up here? What are you doing?
Yep. Yeah. Crazy.
By the end of the funny story too is that by the end of the weekend, we were like, what are we doing here? Because he had something more real than I did. I had like an online buddy potential thing. He had a real
unhealthy thing going on.
relationship, on again, off again, right?
Yeah. You know how you get, I mean, we've all been there. We're in something that we know isn't the best for us. And we have to
Settling,
figure out
which are
how
kinda
to
like-
settling.
yeah.
And we feel like we have to extract ourselves from it, and we just don't. It's hard when you feel like you don't have other options.
Right.
And that was a big part of it. And then it was
And
all
you
of a
stayed
sudden
too
like,
long. You stick
whoa,
around
wait
too
a second.
long.
I've got this, and this is what I've been missing in a lot of ways. It was like, okay, wait, maybe I do have options. I don't have to stick with this, you know?
I saved you.
You saved
You
me,
thought
very
you were
much so.
saving me.
And you
at the
saved me.
event, and I saved you.
Yep. In a lot of ways. I look back now, if I had stayed on that path,
Oh my gosh. Woo!
I can't even imagine where I'd be right now.
Definitely not where neither of us would be where we're at now. Because we have pushed each other on the everything, personal development, business development.
Yeah. I don't even think push. I just think the power in support.
Support and encouragement and belief.
Right? Because it's not like we're on each other all the time. Like, you need to do this. You haven't done this yet. Like, we're not pushing each other from that perspective.
No.
I think we're pulling each other along. We're providing. I think we provide each other the opportunity to grow
I like
by
that.
supporting the effort.
There's
right?
a level of
There's no negativity about what we want to do, and that's where I'm coming from.
Inspiration that we get from each other.
Oh, she's my muse, guys. If you had any idea, this whole next book, a lot of what you're going to see in the next book that I'm working on, is coming from right here. Particularly, we sat here for what, half an hour, because I've been struggling on the name of the book forever.
We workshopped the title the other day.
And I have a professional ghostwriter, ghost publisher, editor, the guy that I'm working with on the book, and he kind of asked me some questions. Why are you taller than me right now?
We just established how our torsos are the same length, but my legs are short.
Yeah.
And you're slouching,
And I'm slouched.
and I'm
slouched
sitting
down.
up.
I feel like I have to sit up now, but then my head will be over the thing. So I'm working with an editor guy. He asked me some questions because I've been struggling with the name, right? The name that I had, Principles Over Protocols, was what I was thinking I was going to name it.
But it doesn't mean anything.
But that doesn't mean anything. You can't look at that name and know or have an emotional connection or have any inkling of what the book is about. So Principles Over Protocols. What principles? What protocols? Is this a engineering book? Is this a science book? Is it a history book? Like, what the F does that mean? So he asked me some questions, and the root question that he was asking was, what did he say? What is the major end goal or vision that people you work with want to have? Mm-hmm. And that kind of got us working into we went from here to all the way over here and came up with something that when you guys hear it for the first time, which won't be today, I think is going to be like, bam, like just smack you in the face.
Y'all. It was so powerful.
And that's all her. Like, we sat on this couch back and forth and just tossed stuff back and forth. It was like, what about this? What about that? What does that mean? How do you, what does that mean to you? Like, how does that sound? And then I think we hit on something that when I sent it back to my guy, his response was epic. That's all he said. He said epic. Right?
Yeah.
So, okay, I think we got it. We were good to go. And the cool thing about, I haven't talked to you about this yet, is the cool thing about that is just having that name has completely changed all of my content.
Whew.
Because it is the most emotionally connected phrase or terminology that brings everything that I talk about together. And there isn't anything that I want to talk about that I can't tie back to that phrase.
Yeah, because it connects.
Because it connects everything.
It was the linchpin. It was the linchpin.
It's absolutely 100%. So the clarity that I have when I'm making content, because you know me, like I'll sit there and be like, I've got all these things in my head that I want to talk about, but usually it's a specific topic that is that topic. But that topic by itself may not mean anything to anybody.
Right.
But now I have a way, every single individual thing that I want to talk about, I have a way to tie it back to the main message, which I haven't had before. It's like, oh my God, it's crazy how that works. So yeah, it's fantastic. It's awesome. I feel so good about it. And I sent the final edit off yesterday. So the main manuscript for the book is
Done.
I don't have to write anymore. I also sent him the bonus material.
Oh, cool.
So there's the main book, and then there's going to be a reference guide to a whole bunch of stuff that will be downloadable on once you get the book. There's links. There will be links in the book. You download the bonus material. So I sent that as well. That's all done. The other piece at the end of the book, I updated to a whole new terminology and phrasing. There's some stuff in the book that's going to be hands-on things you can do to try to implement some of the stuff I talked about in the book. I had to redo all that with this new concept, new terms. Yeah, so now they're doing final edits. So they're just going to run through it to make sure that there's no spelling, grammar, when you read it, it makes sense, all that kind of stuff, contextual edits, and then layout. So he emailed me this morning. I was like, hey, the graphics, because I put a bunch of graphics together for the book in Canva.
Ah, okay.
And he's like, hey, do you want to use those? And I was like, we can, but if you have a better idea, let me know. Like, if you want to redo them, then redo them. I'm totally fine with that. So I don't know if he plans on redoing my graphics or using I don't know what's up with that. So
We will see.
we'll see.
So lots more to come on the book, y'all.
Good.
What?
I was just reading, see what people
I
are
just
saying.
said lots more to come on the book.
Yes, lots more to come. So someone says, so you assaulted her first? Yes. Will your book be ready by KetoCon? Y'all were awesome at KetoCon last year. Thank you very
Let's
much.
talk about that.
I probably will not be ready by KetoCon, so
And we will not be at
how would you
KetoCon,
describe
so-
on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you describe my ability to wait till things get done, i.e. patience when it comes to completing tasks?
That would be a -10.
So I have been advised when it comes to the book,
At the speed of light.
I have been advised that I should take 8 to 12 months to promote the book.
That is killing you
That
inside.
is destroying me inside. I wanted to have the book ready for the cruise in May. Also the same weekend as KetoCon. I wanted to have the book ready for that.
By the way, yeah, we're not going to be at KetoCon this year, which is actually not KetoCon anymore. It's
Yes.
Hack Your Health.
It's Hack Your Health, and that's one of the reasons we're not going to be there.
And we love the cruise. So
Yes,
the low
that's
carb
another
cruise is our
reason.
favorite thing every year. So we will both be on the low carb, speaking on the low carb cruise again.
Yes.
And that's the same weekend. So
Right. Same weekend as Hack Your Health, so we'll be on the cruise instead. I wanted to have the new book on the cruise, like have all that stuff ready. Now, I still may be able to do I may have copies that I can bring on the cruise and do like pre-sale.
yeah, maybe you could do that.
Right, pre-sale and hype it up there.
Or use them as the giveaways.
Or use them as some giveaways, but it won't be published yet. Published. Like I can get author copies and stuff like that potentially. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm expecting, so it's been recommended 8 to 12 months to promo. 4 to 6 months, maybe.
It
We'll
doesn't even
see.
make sense to speculate right now.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But
I don't know.
if you guys know of any, because basically the number one thing I've been told to do to promote the book is get on podcasts. So if you guys know anybody that you think I should get on a podcast and talk about the book, let me know. I would love to contact them and do that. You have a question.
Question?
How can I find your website?
NatalieJGrasso.com or on my Instagram and my YouTube. YouTube is Keto Bikini Secrets. Instagram is at the Keto Bikini Pro. All of my links are in my link tree on my Instagram, and they are under all the descriptions on my videos and my channel description on YouTube.
Okay.
Or you can go directly at NatalieJGrasso.com.
Natalie J. Grasso. We say hello from East Texas. Go carnivore for life. Hi, Marvin. We got Karen is having a kitchen day.
We should talk about what we're going to do after this.
That's private.
Not that.
Oh.
What are we going to do later today?
Oh, that. We're going to check out a new gym.
Our gym in walking distance, literally what? It takes you a minute and a half to get
90
there?
seconds to
Takes
get to
me-
the gym.
Takes me 2 or 3, right? Because I have short feet.
Little wigs,
Short
little wigs,
legs.
little wigs.
No more walking to the gym for us. So sad. It's closing at the end of February, so we have to find a new gym home. So later today, we're going to go check out the new Gold's Gym in the area, brand new, which was not even open when we moved in.
Yep.
I would have I was this close to
They
joining
were
it.
supposed to open by the time we moved in, but they didn't open until like last month or
I
something
don't
like
even
that,
know.
right?
Yeah, it kept
Yeah,
getting
it was
pushed
like
back.
3 months late.
So
So go check
we're
that
gonna
out.
go check that out.
Get a workout in. We'll probably end up joining there. We have one more month here. I got to make sure that they cancel here.
Yes.
I'm sure they will, but make sure that they. I haven't seen an email about your final payments or cancellations or whatever.
Right.
But yeah,
So new things around here for that.
I mean, it'll save us a little bit of money because this place went cheap.
Yeah.
I'm sure Gold's will be a lot.
Probably be half the price.
Probably half, right? Yeah. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
Put that into some. I don't know what more Five Guys. It's still health related,
Well,
right?
also one of our favorite walkable restaurant has changed ownership, and
There's a Turkish restaurant
on the corner
30 seconds away.
before the gym, in between the gym,
In
and
between,
here.
30 seconds
It's our
away.
favorite place to go to get doner kebab right off the spit.
Used to get
and
just a bowl of donor
meat.
meat. And they were cool about it. It was like just a side. It was like $10 for like 10 ounces, like $10 for 10 ounces.
It was awesome.
And I went there yesterday to get some. They had no idea what I was talking about because they changed ownership. I didn't even know they changed ownership. So not only did they change ownership, they changed their whole menus are all different.
Oh, really?
They don't even have the meat only option on their menu. They had no idea what I was talking about when I said I just
So
want a
they
bowl
gave
of
us
meat.
the whole thing with not even pita bread, it's tortillas.
Which
I was
is-
like, that's like sacrilege for
Yeah.
a Turkish place.
Yeah.
And all the other stuff with the meat.
Even though I told them I just want the meat, and they charged me $20.
Yeah.
They
So
charged me the
that's-
whole price.
And for you, it was really fatty meat.
Oh my God! With the other people that were
It
there,
used to be shaved really thin.
it was shaved really thin. There wasn't
and it was
a ton of fat.
leaner, and this was like thick pieces and full, like the fat
Yeah.
on it. I loved it, of course, but he's not.
Even on the spit, just looking at the spit, I could see the hunks of fat.
So they're probably sourcing their
thing.
meat differently.
Yeah, it was totally different. So disappointed because when we first went there, we were like, "Oh my
It was
God,
so
this is
good.
amazing."
Oh, yes.
Yeah, nah.
It was already bad enough they were closed on
And the place was
Mondays.
empty.
Oh, yeah. See, they're going to lose all their.
Their other place was totally
Yeah.
empty.
They're not going to be able to keep their customers.
So, oh well. So, all right. Well, I think we're good, guys. That was a completely not health and fitness related conversation. That was just a little bit about us.
Sometimes it's fun to just do the personal stuff.
Yeah. So we're gonna go work out.
We're going to eat first.
Yes, we are.
We're going to get a cardio workout in first, and then we're going to eat, and then we'll go get our strength
Okay.
training in.
Cool. Or all three at the same time.
Yeah, no.